Ladies and gentlemen, I am BLM coming to you with my buddy J4Y, bringing you this game that we have. We got it submitted by somebody on Reddit. Wanted us to take a look at this game and, just give it the old 1-2. Give it the old shoutcast. What's going on, buddy?
Not too much, man. Kind of excited to get this underway. Get these kind of reviews going here. This was actually submitted by our new friend EtTuAmorMeus, which probably means I'm a D-bag in French.
Probably.
But maybe not. Oh, actually, that sounded bad. I was going to say,
yeah.
I think I've just called him out, which would be very rude. I think, you know what?
That guy is a gentleman and a scholar.
That's actually probably what it means. I am a gentleman and scholar. So
yeah.
that's the only thing I can assume. Although we don't know which player he is in this game. So here's to the best, whoever you are. Good luck, whatever team. And hopefully we're rooting you on.
Yeah. Fingers crossed. All right. I mean, so obviously, these aren't competitive teams or anything. It's just some pubs looking to have some fun. What kind of heroes would you like to see? I mean, we can't really say what we expect, so, just who do you think might be cool to see this game?
I really kind of want to see maybe one of the new heroes that came out. There were the three released. There was the Chaos Knight, the Phantom Assassin, and the Gyrocopter. I think all would be really interesting heroes to come in here. Chaos Knight and Gyrocopter especially, just because of the way they work. They're really good at setting up kills and ganks. And, just kind of getting the good initiations, and that's what makes these games more exciting for us also as viewers. And just in general, I think makes the game more fun. Phantom Assassin, still kind of fun in the sense that she's got that random chance story, and she's like, I might be good today, maybe not tomorrow. That's kind of how I roll.
See.
So
Roll the punches.
That's right.
Yeah. I always love seeing Gyrocopter. I think it's fun. And it's probably because he's, of those heroes, well, we probably won't see him that often competitively. I'll just put it that way. So it is always fun to watch him in the pub games and see how well people can use him. I would definitely love to see that. And of course, like you said, Chaos Knight, big hero. Probably will get to see him competitively.
And in this game.
And, and in this game. What do you know? How about you take it away, man? You want to go with this Radiant lineup so far?
Yeah, so far we got these four heroes. We got Kunkka, we have Queen of Pain, Chaos Knight, and our good friend Leshrac. And then who do we got over there on the dire?
We have Storm Spirit, Doombringer, and of course the Phantom Assassin we were just talking about. Just getting joined now by the Slardar, by Mr. or Miss Brielle. I imagine Miss. But you never know on the interwebs.
Sounds like a French name.
We also have Super Cop playing the Ancient Apparition. So the thing I'm noticing so far about the Radiant teams are all, and finished by the Morphling, all of those heroes actually really farm dependent. That's interesting.
Wow.
You have to imagine Leshrac might try and go for more support build if they're going to try and make this work. I mean, because who else is going to be getting like the wards and stuff? Those are obviously items that you have to have to try and be able to keep control of the game. I think it's pretty much going to be him,
Of the options, yeah, definitely. I mean, all the other heroes, it just seems like just natural that they're going to get some kind of farm. Chaos Knight and Kunkka, they actually appear to be going bottom together. Two strength melee heroes, but actually the setup from both Chaos Bolt into Torrent can lead to some potentially high damage from the slow, the stun, and of course that Tidebringer. All really good things. So I think that'll be good. And it looks like they'll be matched up against a Slardar by himself?
The battle begins.
We'll have to see who looks to go down there. Imagine somebody will look to head down there. Either that Storm Spirit or the Doombringer. Yeah, it looks like Doom's going to head bottom. The other thing, too, about the Kunkka Chaos Knight is that Chaos Knight is going to be able to sit on the bow of Kunkka's ship, right? And he's just going to take the flying leap off. He's going to come into these team fights so fast. You got to take that into account.
And the hat. He's got a hat.
Oh, well, how can he be stopped? These are the questions. We'll have to see are the Dire going to be able to contain the epic power of that hat. Interesting thing I think so far that I just noticed, Storm Spirit has a bottle. First item. Didn't random, so just had that 603 gold. Just decides to go ahead and pick up that bottle first item. Very strange to see here. And then middle lane is he's paired up against that Queen of Pain. I mean, do you have any initial thoughts about that?
I see people do it here and there. Pros, generally, you'll never see that happen, or at least not very often at all. And that's because, you don't get any base stats from it. You just purely get the health and mana, which is a great thing to have, but most people prefer for last hitting, like you see the Mantle of Intelligence on the Queen of Pain, as well as some of the initial sustain. And then they eventually buy that bottle when they get up to 600 gold and just ferry it to themselves. So, yeah, kind of unusual, but, we'll see how it plays out here.
Speaking of unusual, 4 strength heroes in the bottom lane. Doombringer does go in bottom. So he and Slardar against the Kunkka, as well as the Chaos Knight. Like you said, they have that good combo together. They might be able to make something happen. Not so much from the Slardar and the Doombringer, but the other thing that's going to be going against them too is just the fact that Tidebringer, you imagine that's going to be prioritized first, and that's going to definitely keep those melee heroes back.
It looks like Doombringer was a random, because he's got a Ring of Health with 200 gold. So you would have to think he is a random. So random support Doombringer with a Ring of Health. Typical what you'll see every day as a board. There was actually a little bit of action middle here. Queen of Pain was getting harassed down by that hasted Storm Spirit, who's now got 1 bottle charge left. Looking to do as much damage as he can. Actually doesn't have any points in Overload yet, and he's level 3. So it's 2 points of Static Remnant against Queen of Pain. Now I'm not sure that's a really great move against a ranged hero that can blink.
Yeah, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I would probably be looking to go for points in the Overload as well, so that way you have some extra damage too, which is really nice. But, he decides to go for the 2 points in the Static Remnant. We'll have to see what he can make happen with that. Important to note too, Queen of Pain now out of the health regeneration, had to burn through all those tangos to get back up to health. Has the mana potion left, but Storm Spirit, if he gets runes, gets the courier ferrying his bottle, he's going to have that constant regeneration, whereas Queen of Pain's going to have to pay more money to try and get that. The only lane we haven't talked about so far, Morphling with Shrek in the top versus the Phantom Assassin, as well as the Ancient Apparition. Probably the, perhaps more normal support lane. Actually, here in the middle, we have some action. Looks like Queen of Pain's going to try and go in on the Storm Spirit, but he goes ahead, turns around, uses that Electric Vortex. He gets really low, but he had just bottled an Invisibility Rune, pops that. He's going to get away with 150 health. Very close right there.
Ooh, he's sticking around on death's door here. If he even shows his face, it'll be a blink scream of pain to finish him off. In fact, can that hit invis units? I'm pretty sure it can.
What? Where's the random search Queen of Pain? Come on. Actually, he's just gonna head and attack out. But
he's confident in his abilities. There. I mean,
Yeah, great opportunity there for the Queen of Pain to go ahead and jump on him. Decided not to. I guess I wouldn't really expect for a Storm Spirit to come out of invisibility with no health right in front of me either. So, there's that.
I do want to make a quick note here, actually, as the bottle gets fairy to Queen of Pain. Storm Spirit actually, at the 2 minutes, went down to bottom lane to look for the rune. Or not lane. He went down to bottom river, tried to find the rune, and he didn't come back with it. And Queen of Pain could see that...
Looks like we have some action here in the top lane. Cold Feet on the Leshrac. He gets actually pretty low. He's not going to get taken down, but the Phantom Assassin's going to blink right up to him. But he turns on the Diabolic Edict. Is that going to be enough damage to take out Phantom Assassin? Yes, it is. Waveform over the top. Morphling gets behind the Ancient Apparition, who's still trying to take out that such little health Leshrac, but he will survive. Ancient Apparition, not so lucky, gets killed. The gold is split.
Yeah, but anyways, what I was going on about, that was some good action, don't get me wrong, but Storm Spirit does actually get this Rejuve rune. But he went back, he didn't get the rune, so he went back to middle. Queen of Pain, now actually blinking on him, just doing some harass damage, I guess making sure that rune would wear off. But yeah, if you see a hero coming back after they're obviously searching for a rune and they still don't have it bottled, you know where it is. It's got to be in the top rune. So, he probably should have tried to blink and shift and steal it from him, but just going forward, something to keep in mind.
Yeah, I mean, this is going to be an action-packed lane. I think both these heroes now have Bottle. That's now Queen of Pain and Storm Spirit's only means of regeneration, so they're going to really need to try and keep on top of these runes. And that's going to be difficult, as, like we were saying, the Radiant team...
bottom, Kunkka's going to get initiated on Slaughter, uses the stun, Doombringer is trying to follow it up. Beautiful torrent hits both heroes with the Chaos Knight stun. Is it going to be enough damage? No. Now he's actually got to get turned around on Doombringer's just tanking like a boss, and that's going to be the end of that.
Wow, all those heroes getting so low. That's unbelievable. Kunkka does have that Ring of Health, so he might actually be able to stick around this. Doombringer, not quite enough mana to level death yet, but he will be there pretty closely. He needs to be careful. It looks like he is going to sit back for a while. Maybe get somebody to pull the creeps in the bottom lane, perhaps, to get him on safer grounds. But in the meantime...
Can I make a really nerdy joke right now?
Of course.
They have the 3 rings to rule them all in the bottom lane.
There you go. All of them.
Poor Chaos Knight feels left out, though.
Yeah, where's the Ring of Basilius? That's my question. Go ahead, man.
Action's top. It's going to be Ancient Apparition freezing Morphling, but not before they pick off. And look at how much damage that Diabolic Edict is doing in combination with the Split Earth. Going to be another 2 kills for none. So that is all 4 kills top lane, and that is just disastrous for the Phantom Lancer.
The Phantom Lancer?
And Assassin. And or
both. I like both.
Middle lane,
Here's the
actually.
thing. I'm still, oh yeah, middle lane actually. It looks like, yeah, last auto attack. Storm Spirit's gonna get that kill there. Has those bottle charges. He actually he has 7 now, so he has that ball lightning to be able to move around and stuff, and he's actually gonna look to try and check for the rune top. It is not up there. It is gonna be bottom. It is gonna be an illusion. We'll have to see if he looks to try and go down there and put up a gank. Probably would not be a bad idea. Try and get Doombringer and Slardar back on even ground.
Absolutely. He's doing a great job there. He's got... Oh, he just spent his money. I was going to say, he has 1,400 gold. He just straight buys power treads. That's what he wants to go for. Not a terrible idea. You know, the attack speed, the stats. You know, you can shift those to int for more mana for his ball lightning. It's got all around, decent item for Storm Spirit. He did actually max out that stack Remnant, so really sure that he's going to be in pretty much melee proximity of the Queen of Pain. That's not a terrible assumption, especially when you figure she blinks into use that Scream
Action here at top. It looks like Queen of Pain coming up top. Wait for him over the top. We're going to try and get this Phantom Assassin to the great stun on the Ancient Apparition, and the Queen of Pain ulti going to drop him with the help, of course, of the Screen of Pain. No surviving there. And actually, it looks like Queen of Pain still wants to pursue. Using those bottle charges, she's going to keep chasing this Phantom Assassin who was still Shadow Strike, still has the slow on her. Is Queen of Pain going to be able to catch up? Not enough there to be able to finish it off, as it looks like Storm Spirit actually wants to come up and try and get a piece of that Queen of Pain. But that is going to be the end of the exchange. Everybody goes home. 5-1 now, Radiant to Dire.
Oh, this is just becoming kind of brutal. But actually, 2 of those kills have been from neutral creeps, because there's only 3 kills for the Radiant side. So, the gold gets split. It's not as effective as actually getting a hero kill, but still, at the end of the day, that's lost gold for the other team, so it's still going to make a pretty big impact on this lane.
Certainly, certainly. Morphling actually also has Ring of Health. Looks like everybody's going for Ring of Health. I like it. Except for Leshrac. He wants the Void Stone. So, if they just, unite themselves, they have a perseverance between them.
Push.
Yeah, here's the Diabolic Edict doing work. Just ton of damage. Leshrac's going to pick up that. He's actually up to 800 gold as Storm Spirit comes up. Wants to try and take him out, but a good stun might actually save his life. Will it? No, the ball lightning right over the top is going to be able to pick up the kill there. Storm Spirit going over the top every time, apparently, as he likes to say. He's actually going to look to try and retreat back after picking up that kill, doubling the Dire score. It's very nice there.
This bottom lane could not be more boring. As I say that, here comes the action. It's going to be 2 kills. Wow, I could be more wrong with my timing on that call. Beautiful initiation. Chaos Knight got a 3-second stun on the target. It was Doombringer. Then they followed up with a Torrent and a Scream of Pain. Both got hit by both spells, and it was just too much damage for them to hold.
Yeah, I do love how much this middle lane's roaming. It's great on both sides, really. Queen of Pain going around, just putting out a ton of damage. Unfortunately, not getting the runes, though, so she isn't able to just continue to apply pressure. She has to pretty much run around without mana for the time being, unfortunately. Storm Spirit, though, getting those runes, doing a pretty good job there, like you said, is sitting on those power treads. It looks like Queen of Pain might like to do the same thing, but she has picked up the Null Talisman instead for the time being.
Yeah, definitely a good call. Perseverance finish up on the Morphling now, so he's probably going to go for a really quick Lincoln Sphere against his team, especially you think Doombringer, you think Slardar, Storm Spirit with his Electric Vortex, all really good things to counter out with that Lincoln, so I think a really smart choice there as a first pickup.
Yeah, unfortunately, looking at this bottom lane, we see Kunkka's level 7, Slardar 5, Doombringer 5. Unfortunately, that Tidebringer just doing so much to try and keep those enemy heroes back. And of course, the kills that have happened down there have given a lot of experience to those 2 heroes as well. Actually, it looks like we may have some action in the top. Yeah, Phantom Assassin will look try and go on the track. Nope, just bonks him on the head, walks away. Bottom lane, we actually have an ulti dropped on the Kunkka. He actually gets taken out. Doombringer keeping him in place there, then dropping the level death to be able to try and take him out. Some help from the friendly neighborhood Storm Spirit. Very nice there.
Draining his mana, but worth it to help get that kill. Doombringer using that ult. Where's that Lincoln Sphere when you need it? It's very effective, especially right at level 6, doing so much damage, silencing the target. Just overall amazing. Can't use items either, so you can't TP out. It's just really devastating in general. Now it's all going to be Queen of Pain left here to defend by herself. She does have 4 Scream of Pain, and actually here comes the TP. It's going to be Kunkka. Trying to drop that Torrent. It's going to land on the Slardar. Here comes the slow. The Scream of Pain. Isn't going to be enough damage total. Yes, that's going to be enough. A nice kill for Kunkka there. So a good setup. There's also an ult used by Queen of Pain. But once again, totally worth it to set up a kill for a good friend ally.
Yeah, I definitely think so. Unfortunately, Morphling gets here a little late as Chaos Knight actually picks up a kill in the top lane. They're actually going to try to go for another one. He uses the Reality Rift, pulling the Phantom Assassin in. No stun from the Leshrac. Unfortunately, it barely misses. Are they going to be able to continue this pursuit? It looks like they don't want to. As she looks to try and run to the side shop, she's just going to pick up a scroll of TP, I would imagine, and go back home to safety. Or perhaps not do that. And Morphling actually picks up a kill elsewhere. The bottom lane looks like they are going to take out that Doombringer with their 3 heroes bottom.
Yeah, interesting there. I didn't actually get to catch that either because I was watching that pursuit. And I was also kind of intrigued at her skill build. I mean, she hit 6, but she decided not to get even 1 point in her coup de grace.
Interesting. I don't think I would agree with that personally.
Is 5% evasion worth more than a 50%, 250% crit? I don't think so.
Yeah, especially when you're trying to look to go for the squishy Leshrac, who's been up there solo for a while. We still have 3 heroes here in the bottom. Interestingly enough, the ultimate drop. Queen of Pain wants to go in. A Great Torrent is going to knock Slardar up, and the wave form is going to kill him. Now Ancient Apparition in a great deal of trouble, but will they be able to pick it up? Yes, the Tidebringer will ensure the double kill for Kunkka. He got that ultimate from the Slardar. He's like, you know what? I think I'll take 2 kills for that. Pretty good exchange.
Yeah, he's got those phases which allow him to catch up to the Ancient Apparition, so it was a really nice pickup. He still doesn't even have boots himself.
The top lane actually looks like Chaos Knight way overextended. An Invis Storm Spirit actually is going to help Phantom Assassin pick up the kill. Great ability there with the Stifling Dagger, keeping him permanently slowed. There's no way he was going to get away. Storm Spirit gets himself on a killing spree after picking up the point booster.
Yeah, that was a really nice setup. He was, like you said, overextended with no vision on the map from either team. I mean, that's just really unfortunate. They really have no idea where this Storm Spirit and Queen of Pain are at all. And you've seen how much they've run this game. You'd think those wards would be pretty valuable at this point.
Especially considering that both those mid-heroes also have bottles. You know they're going to be looking to try and get those runes every 2 minutes, so you're going to at least be getting a glimpse there. Actually, here in the bottom lane, we have the Torrent used by the Kunkka. The Doom Rage dropped, but it's not going to be enough. Morphling will just wave over the top and then look to Adaptive Strike, pick up that kill.
Pursued still from Queen of Pain. Gonna go for the Ancient Apparition. This is another Queen of Pain and a nice kill for her. She's also on a killing spree. 14-4 being the total score here. So really great job here by the Radiant setting up all these kills, especially bottom lane. That is a dangerous lane, but they are leaving the PA to just free farm top now.
Yeah, that's gonna definitely come into play later on in the game. I mean, if she continues this up, I imagine she's going to look to try and go for the Battle Fury. That's going to increase her farm substantially and give her a good amount of damage. But for right now, the Radiant are happy with the advantage they have. They're going to try and pressure this bottom lane, but the Dire heroes are looking to come over. Queen of Pain looking very intelligently over here on the side, trying to make sure that no heroes come in, and she actually might get caught here by the Storm Spirit. Will she have time to blink away, or will the damage just be too much coming out? The blink happens. Is there going to be a pursuit? Yes. Ball lightning, but is it going to be enough? The ultimate drop by Queen of Pain. You should have just run, girl, but she might
What is she doing?
Turns around and then blinks away. Kunkka now getting very low. He wants to try and get one more attack in. He gets it, but it's going to be Morphling who picks up that kill. Is he going to be able to outrun the Doombringer? The stun will actually ensure that he does. Kunkka gets away with no help, as does the Queen of Pain. Double kill from Morphling. We're talking about the free farm the Phantom Assassin has, but it looks like Morphling's getting free farm on heroes.
That's a much better trade, I think. Getting those 200-some gold a pop. A little better than Creep Wave. Here comes the AA ult.
Boom!
Oh, no!
Double kill.
I missed it.
Over the top. Lulls abound, coming out all over. Great play by Ancient Apparition. Had to just completely guess that one. And there you go. Picks up 2 more kills. Great chance to come back for the
Great
Dire.
map awareness. Knowing that they were under 100 health each, you know, just such a nice pick-off. And you know they're going to go for the heal, so why not throw it down towards the fountain? Luckily enough, like you said, gets a double kill, going to pay off. But unfortunately, like you said, it's the support, so probably all she's gaining is those boots. And sure enough, boots. Okay, in wards. Here we go. Actually, action bottom. In the meantime, Slaughter is going to get initiated on now by the Chaos Knight and the Leshrac. Isn't enough damage. He's at 47 health, but he's sprinting, and he is fast as anything. Decides to cut back around, and it actually looks like it's going to be enough. And here comes TP support. He does, in fact, survive. Wow, really great with that sprint.
Yeah, that's so much movement speed. I mean, you do take the extra damage, but obviously in that situation, he really just needed to get out as fast as possible. That does save his life there. Very fortunate for him. Let's bring up the graphs. We haven't gotten a chance to look at those yet. We can see actually the Radiant advantage is sizable, but it's only 7,000, not too much to overcome. The experience grab also about 7,500 in the favor of the Radiant, coming down a little bit after that double kill by the Ancient Apparition. Actually, it looks like Queen of Pain might get in trouble here. The ward's coming down by the Ancient Apparition, but he's now getting pursued by the Queen of Pain. Shadow Strike goes on him. He tries the Cold Feet, drops the ultimate. He will go down, but he's trying to hope that somebody might be able to come down here and pick up this Queen of Pain kill. No one in the area, though, so it looks like she is going to be just fine. Still really low. She wants to continue trying to set something up here at the bottom. She does have her ultimate. Ancient Apparition is going to send this illusion around. Smart play by him to try and keep tabs on the other side. A fail boat, even with the hat, it wasn't enough. Here comes a big ultimate from Queen of Pain, but that's going to spell her death. Nobody else interested in going in, no communication there. But here comes a waveform. It's going to do a ton of damage to the Storm Spirit. He gets really low. Morphling wants to keep this going. He's going to have to strength morph if he wants to try and stay alive, I would think. But it looks like they're actually just going to be able to keep going on this Slardar. He gets really low yet again. Sprint looking to save his life. Or is it, yes, the waveform, not enough to catch him up. Look at that speed. He's just so fast. How can you keep up?
So, map awareness for the next time here. That Morphling had a nice initiation with the waveform, wasn't able to keep up with Storm Spirit, and he was right next to a Doombringer, who at the time was getting really low. Instead of turning on me, kept chasing, and then instead of going on the Doombringer, he tried to chase another target, who once again he didn't catch up with. Instead, he could have actually gotten the kill on Doombringer, so it's more about that map awareness, trying to be aware, and actually map awareness, bottom here, Chaos Knight gets the Ancient Apparition all on him. He's trying to do as much as he can, but he's most certainly going to die to Ancient Apparition. Kunkka now comes in, trying to do as much damage as he can, but he's got no mana. He's only got the phase boots, but Storm Spirit's in a heap of trouble. Instead of ulting through the trees, he decides to use the Stack Remnant, and that was probably not the right choice.
Yeah, I was actually, while that was going on, watching top. Queen of Pain tried to slow down the free-farming Phantom Assassin. Some nice ankle breaking by the PA.
Tell me that you've seen her skill build.
Yeah, very weird. I don't...
No points in coup de grace. All
you would
evasion.
Think, yeah, I'd be putting points into the coup de grace. But that's me. This Phantom Assassin not interested.
I understand where she's trying to come from with the blur. I mean, she's against a ton of auto attackers, let's be honest. So it's obvious every point's going to be pretty valuable. But 1 point gives her that 15% chance crit. Actually, action bottom here. Ancient Apparition going to drop really easily, but that sprint is going to be no contest for her. She's not going to keep up, so it's just a nice free kill, not on the back heels. But yeah, just 1 point. It's the static crit chance, so just 1 point even gives you that really high crit damage. I just don't understand why you wouldn't want to even try for that.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it'd definitely be something strong, and now she's actually looking to try and go here in the jungle. You know, that extra crit's going to help you kill those mobs, help you take a little less damage when you're trying to kill them. So, is he actually going to try and go here on the Leshrac, push way too far without the vision, and he is going to look to go down, trying to do as much as he can with the Diabolic Edict, but it is not enough after all, and so, hey, don't need the crit there, so why put points into it? Anyway, we have seen, though, that she is getting the phase boost, has the purse together, definitely going to go for that Battle Fury, sitting on 1,100 gold, so, you know, getting closer, 1,500 gold off of that big farming item.
Yeah, I mean, she doesn't need it, but obviously it's helpful, and the thing is, with her moves, when she uses her Phantom Strike, she gains a ton of attack speed, 100% for 4 attacks, so just more chances to proc that crit, making it that much more valuable. Here we go, level 11, she does put that point in it, and so we're going to hopefully see some nice big crits coming out here. Storm Spirit going to find that replicated Morphling image, who's going to pop over to it and try to do some harassment damage. Does get his ultimate orb, so now definitely that Lincoln Sphere is in sight.
Yeah, the Radiant actually groups up here in middle. They might look to try and pressure this tier 2 tower. Wouldn't be a bad decision. Actually, we have Storm Spirit's going to get caught by the Queen of Pain. Happens here. Is he going to continue this chase? Yes. Going to blink ahead of the Storm Spirit, but he's popping bottle charges. He wants to try and do what he can here. He's going to actually ball lightning out, using most of his mana to try and do that as the Ancient Apparition flies overhead, but now Ancient Apparition has put himself in harm's way. The Rage comes out on the Queen of Pain, and the level death is going to ensure 1 kill there. A second kill on the opposite side on the Ancient Apparition. Reality refused to try and keep the Doombringer in range. He is way too fast, regenerating way too much health, so it looks like they're going to have to retreat, but look at this. Diabolic Edict doing so much damage to that tower. It just wears off. The rune is going to get popped, so they're not going to be able to take down that tower all that quickly, but with all the AoE damage they have there with the waveform, going to be able to completely destroy the enemy creep wave and look to take down this tower without any kind of contention.
Here's a tip, though, for players. You saw the Shark taking the tower damage, just decided to run all the way out. Actually, hold on, initiation on Kunkka. Gonna get caught out here. He has no way to escape this. Slaughter Stun gonna come up with an ultimate. He is actually doing a fantastic job surviving, I was gonna say, but he's now gonna fall back. Their team needs to fall back. Morphling is still really far in here. Level Death doing a whole ton of damage. Slaughter Stun to follow it up, and that is most certainly a dead Morphling. Staying way overextended. Unfortunate there.
Yeah, another good snipe from the Ancient Apparition. That wasn't too far away, so pretty small radius. So good to see him being able to hit multiples of those to help ensure kills. The kills on the Morphling, who has already gotten plenty of kills himself. Actually, very nice to see, and he's going to waste more gold here trying to buy back into the game. It's not that much money at this point, but what's he really going to get for it? He's going to try and come here to the bottom lane to pick up some farm, but is it worth it? I don't know. Now he's not going to have it in case he dies in a team fight and maybe would want to TP up later.
Bottom. Doombringer, 15
Bottom.
seconds on the ult. Yeah.
I'm looking mid, man. It looks like some Queen of Pain harassment taken there, but yeah, back to this bottom lane. Here comes a level death. Isn't it enough? Is there going to be a Doom? It's not up for another 7 seconds. Here comes the Link put up by the Storm Spirit. They're going to continue this chase. When is that Doom coming up? It's up now. Is he going to drop it? Yes, he's going to look to do it, and they're going to try and go behind this tower. Doombringer tanking it up. He has that health regeneration. Is he going to be able to do anything there? They're going to try and pincer him in. There are no TPs yet to this tower, and he's just getting chased around. Finally, a TP comes down after, I imagine, much spam pinging. Chaos Knight's actually going to come in here, lays down the stun on the Storm Spirit. He looks to try and continue this fight. Is he going to be able to? No. 3 heroes. You got to turn around, my friend. But he turns around too late by the looks of it, taking a lot of damage. But it looks like a big Queen of Pain ulti is going to take out the Storm Spirit, and it might actually ensure the death here in this Ancient Apparition with the Scream of Pain. Not enough damage for the Shadow Strike, but she will get that last hit auto attack. And further back, we have Doombringer now picking a fight with Leshrac. He's going to have to try and outrun and hope that he has enough health regeneration, but the Diabolic Edict, too much damage, is going to get chased to his death.
That was a back and forth. A couple different fails on a couple of different levels. The TP support was pretty slow, but Morphling was already converting to strength. He was sitting around, what was like 2,600 health towards the end of that, so wasn't really in severe danger. Chaos Knight did TP it, but then got himself in a heap of trouble. Did fall down, but they just picked off the Queen of Pain with a great ulti, hitting a couple heroes, and a really good job all around turning that around on them.
Yeah, I mean, in the meantime, we have Phantom Assassin now actually in the jungle, looking to try and farm safely. Looks to be just a couple hundred gold off of that Battle Fury. And, like you were saying earlier, with the Phantom Strike, getting all that attack speed, picking up an item like the Battle Fury is really nice for the other reason of the fact that she already has so much damage from that. The attack speed is what she's missing, and she gets it from her abilities. Some harassment done here in the middle lane. Not too much going to come out of it, though. Slardar trying to run in here. He wants to try and pick up somebody, but the Queen of Pain is going to blink away, and he knows it, decides to turn around, not interested in going any further with that. But here, actually, in the bottom, the Storm Spirit is going to look try and go in. Is he going to be able to grab the Leshrac? No, he is not going to be able to. The Storm Spirit, by the way, has completed a soul boost, so they're going to try and keep up this chase. Uses all of his mana to get down there and apply the slow, way overextended, perhaps. A good stun from Leshrac. Is that going to ensure that he gets out? Doombringer unable to cast the ulti, just a little bit too far away. And now, what have they done? Queen of Pain with the Invis is going to be able to try and keep tabs on this dire team while her team looks to reinforce. A waveform will do a ton of damage, and the adaptive strike, it looks like Doombringer is going to get hit right on the head with that non-fail vote there. The Admiral's ship landing right in the great spot to stun both heroes. Slardar, yet again, gets away with that extra speed, going to get right back to safety.
Yeah, you see Phantom Assassin got the Battle Fury, but only has a 960 health, so she was thinking about coming around the side, and just like, no way, that's not going to end pretty for me. So just going to hang out there. She's going to go back to the farming as she's done. She's up to 114 creep score, so easily the highest in the game, almost double everyone else's, but her lack of team fighting, look at this, look at what this tower is already down to half health from the Radiant, and she's just farming neutrals. I mean, it's just unfortunate.
Yeah, Storm Spirit doing what he can. A great ultimate from the Ancient Apparition. That might be enough to scare off the enemy team. Slardar comes in, but he doesn't stun the right one, and the other team continues to go in. It looks like Morphling is actually going to try and take advantage of this, try and put up some more damage, but he's going to waveform out. But, oh, there's the big crit from the Phantom Assassin. That's going to ensure a kill on the Queen of Pain. They'll continue this fight. They will take out the Phantom Assassin. Finally, Storm Spirit getting really low. He will not be able to get out in time. Now, Morphling looks to try and go over the top. He's going to try and take out the Ancient Apparition. 1, 2, dead. Further down, we have the Level Death taking out the Chaos Knight. 3 for 3 exchange so far, but it's not over yet, kids. Morphling now getting focused down, but he's like, wait a minute, I'm Morphling. I got plenty. I can try and do what I can here. Waveform. Again, 1, 2. Does he have one more auto attack in here for the Slardar? One more is not enough. He needs 2. He's morphed all of his stuff to strength, so he's not going to be able to get that last hit in. Waveforming in. He really wants to do this, but nope, not fast enough. He's just going to run out with all that health, safe and sound. At the end of the day, 3 for 3.
He was holding on to the Adaptive Strike. I don't know why he held on so long. It's got a huge range. He could have killed Slardar with it, no doubt in my mind, especially because he was sprinting, so he takes extra damage during that. You know, I have no doubt he would have gotten the kill, so it's just a little unfortunate. Here comes the chase, actually. A's going on perfectly. Can Famous Assassin with that slow keep up? There we go, but perfect stun. Wow, very nicely timed. But there's the Doom. They don't want this guy to have any chance of living. Going to be another Phantom Strike right here. Going to land. Is that going to be damage? Huge damage coming out from the Queen of Pain, hitting both people, but now she's in a little bit of trouble herself. Leshrac does die to the Doom. Great job there by the Queen of Pain, trying to kite these heroes around now. Gets the kill on the Famous Assassin. That's 2 quick deaths in a row for him.
Yeah, really nice play there from the Queen of Pain, knowing just how far to go, and now it looks like Slardar might have gone a little bit too far himself. He's going to get torrented up. Good chain, CCE will get taken out. Morphling goes over the top. Kunkka picks up the kill on Slardar.
Oof, Stormshire's on the run away now. He's got his Soul Booster and a Void Stone, so he's so close to that Bloodstone. But just, you know, a few hundred gold off, and they're going to keep the pressure up. We have 5 heroes coming down middle. Oh, I'm sorry, 4. That is a replicated, that is a replicated Slardar. So he's still friendly. It's like 5 heroes, 4.5.
Pretty close. I like it. It's enough to help take out this middle tier 3 tower, which they are going to do. The Radiant extending their lead. Here comes another Ancient Apparition. I'll take very short, but everybody grouped up, so everyone's actually going to get hit. Stormspear burns all of his mana, trying to get into the middle of the fray, and he is actually going to get out just fine, but Doombringer actually going to get caught by the Admiral ship coming over. Chaos Knight wants to keep this going as the Reality Rift pulls him in and blocks the retreat. Chaos Knight picking up a kill. Phantom Assassin picking up a kill in the back, though. Taking out the Queen of Pain. Big damage coming out from her. And now sitting on just 500 gold, nowhere even close to another big item. Wants to try and keep this up perhaps on the Morphling, but the slow does not get applied. They're going to actually drop the Slardar ulti onto the Morphling to try and keep tabs on him, but it's not going to be enough. Actually, Slardar switches gears, gets his ankles broken by the Kunkka, decides to run right in the opposite direction. Stormspear now dropping a huge amount of mana to try and get back, and they're really interested in getting this kill. There's no Radiant heroes in the area, so they might actually be able to if they get this slow. They do. Stifling Dagger, huge range, going to be enough. Here comes the Stormspear. He's going to lay in that additional stun, the stun from Slardar, and the kill from Phantom Assassin.
Yeah, he got chased down. Some nice tries at the juking, but they have a lot of mobility with the sprint and the ball lightning and the Phantom Strike. You know, all really great things to move around the map really easily. So it's hard to outrun him, especially when you don't have that Shadow Blade yet, which he has a broadsword, so making me think he is actually interested in picking that up next. But they have a Slardar, so you know if he gets that ulti on him, it's not going to do him a lot of good.
Here's something that's particularly interesting. Doombringer doesn't have any skills, and his Devour is off cooldown.
Oh no.
He actually hasn't picked up any of these jungle creeps, and we can actually see right now Phantom Assassin is killing Wolf Camp. That aura is fantastic. It's some additional crit damage. There's a Centaur Khan as well. I mean, there's plenty of things he could be doing here to just even pick up passive gains. He doesn't even have to have these other spells to cast if he doesn't want them, but just not interested in it. And I was checking him out to see what his farm was. He's just sitting on Vanguard and Face Boots, and he just now uses it to try and increase that farm. Unfortunate to see that at 30 minutes, he still just only has the Vanguard.
Well, at least you did get that War Stomp. That should help out in the team fights. Matched up with a Slardar stun, you know, it's going to line things up really well, I think. They're still putting pressure on middle. Slardar just looking to drop his ult, keep tabs on everyone. Going to fall back now. It's a really short cooldown, down to, you know, 10 seconds. You can just keep putting that up on heroes. It's going to be just fine. Pretty long duration. Bloodstone is finished on Storm Spirit. So now he's going to be looking to be more aggressive, get some charges up on that, hopefully. Keep his mana regen up so he can ball lightning all over the place. And actually, Famous Assassin does get out fine. Now, you were speaking about the Devourer kind of being a fail. Chaos Knight, I've noticed, because I've watched him in these fights. He has that armlet, built it really quickly, has not used it once this whole game. Wow,
that's unfortunate. Yeah, and has actually looked to pick up Lifesteal. That's kind of interesting. I mean, it kind of makes sense when you consider that he's going to be losing health with the armlet popped, but Not something we typically see on the Chaos Knight. I definitely like to see drums instead of that. And here in the middle lane, we actually have Kunkka gets completely caught out. 2 ultimates drop to take him down. That's definitely going to be his death. Doombringer will pick up that kill, and Slardar will actually pick up a kill on the Queen of Pain as well.
Now, what would be really, really great of them is to automatically, I would just rotate right to Roshan right now. Think about who's out of the fight here. They lost with Queen of Pain and Kunkka, 2 huge AoE damage dealers. Okay, well, at least they're pushing middle. Not a bad choice. But with that Slaughter ult, Roshan can drop at the drop of a hat. That doesn't make too much sense. But you know what I'm trying to say. He'll drop really quickly with that Slaughter ult and Phantom Assassin combination.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, they're down for 45 seconds, now left with 30 seconds almost on both of those heroes. So, you know, even if they get this tier 2 tower, which it's actually looking doubtful because of the amount of counter push put out by this Leshrac, able to just pop the lightning and everything else, but actually looks like they're going to try to go here on the Chaos Knight, gets caught out, they find the real one finally. Big ultimate from Ancient Apparition, and it is going to be enough to pick up 1 kill after so many heroes get caught in Leshrac. Some of Leshrac will now go down to the Phantom Assassin, Morphling forced to waveform out, but the Stifling Dagger is going to come in. Luckily, he has that Lincoln Sphere that's going to stop him from getting permaslowed. Everybody has to stop, it looks like. They're just going to try and look to go and take this tier 2 tower, but Kunkka now comes in. He X marks spot with the torrent. Now comes the ship. It's going to be enough to land perfectly on spot. Now Morphling now has to be careful. The Slardar ultimate and the Phantom Assassin, that's going to be a ton of damage potential to come out here. Lincoln Sphere gets popped. Phantom Assassin keeping up the chase with a Phantom Strike. The waveform over the top. Great positioning. Is going to save his life. He's going to get away just fine. Now Kunkka almost getting chased. Phantom Assassin smartly decides against it. But here you can see, like you were saying, you know, they probably should have gone and done Roshan. And here actually in the middle we still have some fights going here. Oh, the big ultimate from the Queen of Pain. That's going to be just enough to take out the Phantom Assassin. The 1 kill that the Dire did not want to give up.
But the Coup de Grace did about a third of her health. So it's pretty rude vengeance. It's like, I'm going down, you're going down with me. These AA ults have been wonderful, haven't they?
Yeah, they have actually been really good. And actually, here's another one going to drop. Will it? It's definitely going to hit, but is it going to be enough? He cannot strength morph it up. Will it? Nope, not enough. Not enough. But like you said, you know, they could have maybe taken the tier 2 tower. They didn't. They actually did less than half of its health. And where you look where the Dire wards are right now, that definitely would have been easy to take, no questions asked. Even if those 3 heroes were to try and put pressure on them, the Dire could just jump on top of them and try and do something. And now it looks like the Radiant are actually going to try and take this middle lane. Some initiation going on here. Big damage from the Leshrac. He's popping that ultimate, but he's just getting stunned and held in place, taking a ton of damage. Leshrac now actually getting, or pardon me, Slardar actually getting really low. The Torrent picks up 2 heroes, and 2 heroes go down. Beautiful Torrent from the Kunkka.
Yeah, he's also has some really great ones. He actually just finishes his Chrysalis with that Battle Fury. He's just going for a huge cleave damage, and you know what? It's working for him, so I don't blame him. They're going for all crit this game, let's be honest here. And here comes, look at the Coup de Grace with the cleave! Massive damage, oh my goodness.
Wow, in the 1.5, or no, I'm sorry, the 1.6 duration that we were waiting for the Kunkka, 2 heroes went down. That Torrent. That small window of time, the Coup de Grace enough to take out those 2 heroes. Crazy, crazy.
Just shows how powerful she really can be if she procs that, especially the cleave, because they were right next to each other, and that's an extra 35% damage to the, her targets around the main target. She's critting for 900 right now. That's scary. 34 minutes in, you know, that's a lot of damage coming out. Kunkka could only dream of doing that right now. But I really want to see the Dire, especially because, first of all, they are the Dire, and it's been said time and time again that the Dire team has more or less kind of this advantage, especially with their ward positioning. They're warded to do Roshan. Look at that. It's like perfect positioning for Roshan, but they just haven't given themselves the opportunity to go in there, and it would literally take less than 20 seconds with that Slaughter ult.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they have the nice little swiftness aura on the Doombringer from that Centaur Khan. Of course, the crit damage from Phantom Assassin, you're absolutely right. They could just completely destroy Roshan. Not interested in doing that. Queen of Pain actually looking to build a Bloodstone herself. She appears to be getting fairly close. She needs about 800 gold to be able to finish that off. So she's going to look to stick around in that jungle. We have Morphling who's actually sitting on 3,100 gold. So might be looking to try and pick up an Eagle Song to go for that Butterfly. Wouldn't be a bad decision. A ton of agility there. Looking around at other people's items, what do we have on this Leshrac? He actually finishes a Bloodstone. You already mentioned the Chrysalis and the Battle Fury. So, you know, the Radiant team really looking to come together here.
Yeah, actually, the Dire here now looking to set up something maybe on this Queen of Pain. Slardar has that blink. So they're going to go hunting. You know, if he can get that nice initiation, she is most certainly going to drop only 1,500 health. Here comes the ulti from Slardar. Crush first, a really good choice there. Followed up here by the Storm Spirit stun, and that's going to be enough damage. Really good choice there. AA ult just for good measure. Going to be overkill. The Radiant, though, following in here, we have a Replicate from the Morphling and the Leshrac. They're going all the way in. Doom right away on the Leshrac. Going to go get stunned. Beautiful Torrent hits 3 heroes, plus the ult's going to hit. Okay, just 2, but still wonderful. Leshrac, let's keep taking damage. Going to fall here to the Storm Spear now. Kunkka actually denies. Really strong play there. Morphling now coming in to try to do as much damage as he can. Link is going to proc, so he's going to survive. Morphing into strength now. Doesn't have to worry about that Doom, so he's going to keep running. But they have a ton of mana to work with, and that Slaughter ult making auto attack damage a really high amount. Going to waveform out, take a ton of damage. Here comes the Chaos Knight support. Is he going to get a good stun here on the Storm Spear, preferably? Yes, 3-second stun. Kunkka comes back in. That's going to be a kill. Ult going to hit 2 heroes. Oh, really good job actually by the Chaos Knight. Now it doesn't have that ulti, but here comes the Phantom Assassin procking that damage. Who does more crit damage? I think we all know the answer to that. Chaos Knight gonna fall. That's 5 for 1.
Wow, what a turnaround. The Radiant was such a huge advantage. Run in there, 4 versus 5 essentially. I mean, the Queen of Pain was down. Why would you continue that? She's a big part of the team right now, and yeah, not really a smart play. Actually, the Doombringer looks to try and build Aghanim Scepter. Very interesting choice by him. Fairly understandable, I guess, when you're trying to stop the Morphling and the Queen of Pain from getting away. Putting it on those heroes is going to stop them from being able to waveform / blink away. So, I suppose at the end of the day, pretty good decision.
About 500 damage. Actually, Queen of Pain ult going to get trapped just to clear the creep wave. And Phantom Assassin, though, actually able to hurt this tower. Look how much 950 crits back to back are just going to insta-give the poor sap.
I hope, if nothing else, Brunster learns the value of coup de grace this game and getting it before level 11. Actually, looks like Doombringer's going to sit here with not too much health. He'll look to try and pressure this tower some more. He's going to now look to fall back now that a lot of the Radiant team is respawning. Kunkka coming up here to try and do what he can with these creep waves.
Oh, and I think they're finally going to heed to my advice. Roshan, they all look like they're starting to head over there. They don't have Slardar right there, unfortunately. Slardar's top lane. That's the ult that's really going to make the difference. They still do a ton of damage, though. Phantom Assassin, I mean, there's a couple crits. I mean, she has lifesteal, too, so easy sustain. And obviously the Radiant are just not interested in pursuing, or they might not even have any idea, to be honest. So it's going to be more than likely a free kill. And, oh, gosh, once she gets that Aegis, that is going to be a scary, scary PA.
Yeah, that's going to be difficult. And I mean, this is part of the problem. We look at all these heroes on the Radiant team, they got a ton of gold. But as I was saying earlier, there's so many carry-esque heroes on this team to try and split gold between. They're all trying to get as much farm as possible. And instead of stacking it on, a couple heroes like we see out of teams that typically try and, put their team together around 2 or 3 carry heroes.
Yeah, absolutely. Storm Spirit actually now has a Mystic Staff. Probably going to go for a Sheep Stick, which would make a ton of sense against this lineup. Phantom Assassin picks up a Demon Edge. Could just go Rapier, just for our sake. That would be wonderful.
I would expect the MKB, but,
and she gets the MKB.
Yeah, well.
Well, I'm a little heartbroken, to be honest, but I suppose I can understand the logic behind that.
Yeah, I mean, like I was saying earlier, the Phantom Strike gives you so much attack speed that really, if you just look to stack damage, you'll be able to burst somebody down really quickly. And, she's already critting for 1,000 before completing the MKB, so she is just going to be able to do a ton of damage now that she has that completed on her person.
She also could be thinking in here, the thing is, MKB, your attacks are no longer be dodged. And you saw the Morphling, she saw that he picked up the Eagle Song. So obviously could potentially go into Butterfly, which against that would make the MKB that much more valuable.
Yep, certainly. I mean, this is the thing. We finally saw those words from the Dire. They actually, I think it's funny, they had really good vision over Roshan, and when you were saying that they should go earlier, they didn't. And actually, here in the bottom lane, we're actually going to pause that conversation because it looks like Queen of Pain going to get caught out, but a great Torrent yet again, and a great Pirate Ship. Going to pick up 2 for 1 there. And he has the res from the Phantom Assassin. She's going to look try and take somebody down quickly before she goes down, picks up 1. but not enough to pick up the Morphling. The cleave damage, everyone's stacking on top of her. That's going to make that a 2-for-2 exchange.
Cleave damage is absurd, man. Oh, Slardar coming in here on Leshrac. Can Leshrac get out? How is he not going for Leshrac? Okay, he turns around here on Chaos Knight. I think that was really the wrong move there. 4 seconds stun now coming in the Chaos Knight. Still looking to fight this. Oh, he has the replicated PA. Critting. Well, it says 1300. We all know that's not actually how much it's doing, but still, good choice on the PA. Can just do a ton of damage, actually.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, oh, yeah. That's definitely a good hero you want to pick up there. But yeah, like I was saying earlier, you know, they had vision of the Roshan. They actually decided to go on it when the vision fades. And, you know, because the Radiant are trying to split farm between so many heroes, like, if only they had vision of what's going on. I mean, the Dire have been in their jungle all game, and now you can see here, Morphling's going to try and chase down this Doombringer and not going to see the 2 heroes below him. They're going to try and go in on him here. Slardar gets the stun. He's going to look to put the ultimate up on him, but it looks like that's actually going to get stopped by the Lincoln Sphere. He dodges the ultimate from the Ancient Apparition with the waveform. He's going to get out, and in the meantime, actually, the Radiant are going to try and catch Storm Spirit out, but he is just going to ball lightning away and looks to kill some creeps and then continue to leave. But now actually Slardar and the Doombringer are going to look to try and come in from behind and take out this Leshrac. They really want to kill him, get rid of some of those Bloodstone charges. Here comes the crazy Fireball Lightning from the Storm Spirit. They're going to look to try and slow him down. The Chain Stun on the Leshrac by the Bash is going to ensure a kill for Doombringer.
And actually, that's the Hyperstone picked up on Slardar now, so he's going to go for that AC for his team. Assault Carius, going to be really useful. Think about with the Doombringer, with the Famous Assassin especially. All that armor reduction and attack speed, just really going to be useful all around for a team fight. You know, we'll eventually see also Doombringer gets the next item if he gets some more farm. Because that Agamon's, you know, like you said, it's nice for that ultimate, for that team fight, but he doesn't really do damage beyond that.
Yeah, and you know, I mean, I'm just looking again. He just fought that complete creep wave with Devour off cooldown, not taking advantage of the ability to farm with that. And you know, that's really a big part of Doombringer. It's being able to devour those creeps, get a huge gold lead, and then being able to buy big items, you know, like the Relic to be able to go for the Radiance, I think would be, you know, potentially huge.
Absolutely. I'm not sure, but, you know, we'll all each their own. Morphling, 1,400 gold, really close. I'm kind of predicting he's going to go for the shotgun morph. I think he's going to go and try to get the Ethereal
Blade from the Ghost Scepter, yep.
Beautiful. I'm glad I had the right letters starting with. I was like, the yes.
Something.
Actually, middle.
Here in the middle lane, yeah, we have a lot of initiation here. But let's try and go on Leshrac, who has picked up the Doom. That might actually be enough to kill him. It is. Doombringer will pick up the kill there. A great pirate ship coming in yet again. And it looks like a big ultimate from the Queen of Pain is going to try and pick up the Doombringer in the back. She's going to look to pursue, but gets stunned. Here comes the Storm Spirit back into the fray. He goes with the ball lightning, trying to take her out. The Torrent pushing up the Ancient Apparition, but Doombringer is actually going to fall here to the Chaos Knight. So much damage coming out. Morphling is interested in trying to do something else. He has the waveform off cooldown, but decides not to use it. Doesn't want to chase down the Storm Spirit. You know what? So much mana regeneration on that Storm Spirit. He's actually going to try and go back in for some reason. He's going to actually run away, sitting on that regeneration rune. He is just going to be able to run all over the place with that.
He's looking to be ballsy with this, man. I mean, you can't hardly blame him, but it is about to wear off, and then he's not going to have any mana after he does this. Here he goes, just using it to farm their neutrals. So be it. He actually has the Void Stone and the Mystic Staff, so he's just a 900 gold off of that Sheep Stick. Could be really crucial, I think, to lock some heroes down. Obviously, you probably won't use that Morphling due to having that Lincolns, but beyond that, I mean, Kunkka, Queen of Pain, Cast Knight, all these are still really great choices.
This is, I think, just unbelievable the way this game's turned around. If you look at the experience graph, you can see this huge drop. Actually, a change of about 24,000 now in the favor of the Dire by 14,000. You look at the gold graph, it has completely evened out, sitting at a 40 gold difference in the favor of the Dire since it was last updated. So just a crazy turnaround from the Dire. A big part of that, of course, being the farm on the Phantom Assassin, who's actually now picked up the Sacred Relic. Very interesting choice from her. Just looking to try and stack some more damage. Here comes the Slardar. He wants to go put a big crush in there. He does a good job with that, but it looks like Leshrac's gonna survive barely. They actually pick up the kill on the Phantom Assassin. A big ship from the Kunkka. And that's going to ensure the death of the Slardar. Over the top, we have Storm Spirit coming in the back. They look to try and take out the Leshrac. The Doom also dropped for that. 2 for 1 so far, but now it looks like Storm Spirit might get taken down. No, he actually just jumps out with the ball lightning. Heads back over to the Dire side. Ancient Apparition also going to try and do some damage initially. Storm Spirit running around with no health for some reason. In the back, he's going to actually look to run past everybody, pop those bile charges, and maybe come in from behind to catch the Radiant team off guard.
Is he going to get this initiation? I'm not sure if this is really going to be the right move for him. The pipe is down. They already used that, so they don't have too many defensive things at this point. They're going to use the rune protection there to try to survive, make the building survive as long as possible. Here we go with the ball lightning, going in and then going just kind of like a pit stop. Hey, what's up, guys? And then heading on his way, but obviously not doing a ton of damage. I love to see it. Chaos Knight is using his armlet now, so getting the full use out of that purchase. He actually also is sitting on a Sage, so I guess he wants to go for that Heaven's Halberd.
Yeah, Heaven's Halberd, Sage Yasha, I think both excellent pickups on him. At this point, I think actually Heaven's Halberd might be a bad decision, especially seeing that Phantom Assassin has already completed the Monkey King bar. And that's where most of the auto attack damage is coming out. Obviously, Slardar is able to do some himself, but, you know, I think the bigger threat here is the Phantom Assassin. The 2 towers taken and the 2 middle racks taken by the Radiant, that's huge, and now gives them kind of a permanent foothold into the Dire base. They now just get a little bit of a spike in the right direction on the gold graph, so this might be the beginning of a great comeback for them.
A brand new world.
Yes.
Morphling does finish the E-Blade, I'll just call it that for short, Ethereal Blade, so now he's got that more of a burst damage. It's going to do, for those who are not aware, 2 times your agility plus 75 is damage. He's currently sitting on around 218 agility, so that's going to do roughly 500 damage burst. So that's not bad, and you know, throw on top of that the waveform and the adaptive strike, he can do almost 800 damage in just one swift motion.
Yeah, and when you consider that Ancient Apparition only has 1,200 health, I mean, that's huge. But we do see that Ancient Apparition is actually picking up, he has completed a Pipe of Insight. He had just picked up a Smoke, so he's actually looking to try and get his team back in the game with a great team fight, catching the Radiant off guard. We'll have to see if they're able to accomplish that. We have 1,800 gold in this Doombringer. We'll have to see where he looks to go with that. They're actually the Chaos Knight Illusion is actually going to catch out or spot the Dire team. Is actually the replicate from the Morphling, and here comes a pirate ship trying to catch them, but it won't catch anyone. Queen of Pain actually looks to try and blink up, but she's going to retreat. Leshrac comes in, drops his ultimate, but he also gets the Doombringer ultimate, a big ult from the Queen of Pain. She's actually now getting focused by the Slardar. Is she going to be able to get out? Gets chain stunned by the bash. She gets destroyed. And now Kunkka forced to pop his brand new Blade Mail. Is he going to be able to pick up any kills? Yes, he does. He actually kills Slardar, who kills himself on the reflection of the damage. 5 for 1. This Radiant team not too long ago in all chat calling out the GGs, actually able to turn this fight around, can't turn the game around with that big fight.
Thing is, Leshrac keeps getting doomed right away, but he already has his Diabolic Edict and his ulti popped when that happens. So essentially, he's pretty much doing most of his damage as is with the Doom on. So while it's unfortunate, it's still not the end of the world. Like, compare that to a Queen of Pain who would just be immobilized, wouldn't be able to do anything without casting spells. So, you know, interesting choice there. Actually, a push. Are they just going to try to throne it here? They only have the 2 heroes, and Blue is trying to push top by himself.
They could absolutely just throw in this, but yeah, like you said, Blue not interested in it. It looks like Orange, Leshrac is going to try and come up here. If he gets up there with a Diabolic, they absolutely will be able to. But Storm Spirit actually picks up a kill here, and now looks like Chaos Knight's going to try and contest this. He's not going to have enough damage, and yes, the last auto attack from the Storm Spirit. But now Leshrac's going to try and come in, pop the Diabolic here. Perhaps no, doesn't pop anything, and actually the pipe is going to be enough to save him. Leshrac is going to have to run away now. A potential to end the game there, but the Radiant team not sure what they wanted to do. Not going to be able to put that final nail in the coffin quite yet.
Morphling sitting on 4k gold. Storm Spirit finishes the Scythe of Eyes after that couple kills there. And actually, Morphling's going to look for probably an Eagle Song, I would think, here. More agility. It seems to be a typical case for Morphling. I don't know, just go for like a Sheep Stick. Just mess us up. Oh, no. Eagle Song, sure enough.
Eagle Song.
Well, okay.
Yep, the B-Fly there. Actually, the last fight, I did want to point out, Chaos Knight did actually use the Heaven's Halberd during that engagement, so good to see that he was at least using that item effectively. 3-second disarm on someone like Phantom Assassin is huge. That big source of damage, going to be out of it for 3 seconds. And the Dire, actually, with the slight amount of map control they have for the time being, are going to look to try and take out Roshan. But They might. Yes, Phantom Assassin comes in. They're going to try and take this. They have a little bit of vision there, so they're going to be able to see if the Radiant look to push in towards the river, but we can see that the Radiant actually have no interest in doing that. The heroes that are alive are actually sitting back towards the base, not interested in getting picked off. Roshan falls. Phantom Assassin picks up the Aegis. She's going to try and get some kills now, I would imagine, looking to go towards this middle lane.
So she's obviously thinking about going Abyssal Blade, I would think. I mean, she could go Rapier, but I would think it would be Abyssal Blade at this point. I mean, not bad choices considering, you know, you get that bash chance and you get the stun, automatic stun on a hero, which is always nice to have, but I don't know, do you think something like a BKB would suit her better in this situation?
Yeah, I definitely think it would be a smarter decision, especially when you consider how much stun the enemy team has. Leshrac, and then of course Chaos Knight. Able to do a lot there. Actually looks like Doombringer might get caught here in the middle lane. He's trying to push his middle tower. It is certainly in deny range. It does get denied by the Kunkka. But actually, looks like Stormspear's going to try and go in there and do what he can. Phantom Assassin comes in, dealing a ton of damage. She actually will get taken out. She will respawn with the Aegis. Stormspear getting really low will get taken out. Chaos Knight getting really low, chasing down the really low Slardar. But nobody is going to look to go down here so far. So far, 2 for 2 exchange. What else do we have here? Phantom Assassin trying to take out the Leshrac. Not enough damage, though. Morphling just going to auto-attack her down. Picks up a double kill. The Dire team actually looks to just get away barely with such little health. 3 for 3 by the end of the day. The Aegis does get expended.
So pretty much a 4 for 3 at that point. The Phantom dying twice there. You know, not a bad fight on both sides. They both did things right and both did things wrong. I mean, you know, I'd like seeing all that damage come out, but the Queen of Pain dropping some really effective ultis, hitting at least 2 or 3 heroes every time. With that Agumon Scepter upgrade, of course, just doing massive amounts. And it's only a 40-second cooldown now with the Scepter, which is why I love that item so much on her. But if she could have like a Sheep Stick, I mean, this would just be brutally over. Because Storm Spirit, normally you like to see a Blacking Bar on him. But, I mean, against this lineup, I guess he's really not scared about getting CC'd too much. So, you know, he's free to jump in and out of that fight as he pleases.
Big item looks to be completed on the Slardar. He has finished putting that Assault Curious together. That's going to be really huge now, lending some attack speed to that Phantom Assassin and giving more armor against heroes like the Kunkka, like the Chaos Knight, and like the Morphling, who are going to be doing at least a good amount of their damage through auto attacks.
Interesting choice by Storm Spirit, jumping all the way from base to the middle just to kill the creep wave. I guess he has enough mana regen at this point. He's got 4 charges, which isn't a lot, but you can see that mana. He's got 54. Oh, that's at the bottle. He's got 31 mana regen. Second, so that's still really a high amount. So able to do a lot with that, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, picking up an item like Bloodstone gives him so much mobility, and yeah, he has just a lot of int now with the Scythe of Vise. Just gives him a lot of passive mana, and of course, as does the Bloodstone. So he has just a huge mana pool to be able to work with here. Looking to just come around and pick up the double damage rune bottom.
Leshrac actually finishes the Scepter as well, so going to continue to do that amazing AoE damage in the team fight. Morphling finishes the B-Fly, so now sitting on 250 agility on the dot. Going to just do so much damage. It's going to be pretty hard to stop him, I think, especially if he replicates Phantom Assassin in the fight. It's just going to be tons of damage coming out just from him alone.
Interestingly enough, he's actually sitting on a fair amount of strength, too. I mean, typically we see Morphlings try and put themselves down a little bit lower than this 2K is sitting at. And yeah, actually we see it looks like Stormspear is going to try and go in, jumps right over the river and tries to CC the Queen of Pain, uses the sheep. Is it going to be enough? It looks like the Cold Feet are actually going to try and take him in, but in the back we actually have the Kunkka ship coming in, doing a good job again, trying to take out some people. Doombringer will actually right-click down the Leshrac in the back. Phantom Assassin retreating with just very little health. It looks like actually we'll have the Storm Spirit go down, but Chaos Knight, yeah, he's just going to barely survive, down to 8 health after turning off the armlet to the Doombringer ultimate, doing a ton of damage there.
Phantom Assassin was having quite the epic battle with the image, the replicate image. It was pretty funny. I mean, because she had the lifesteal, you know, every time the image would crit, it would gain life back, and so she had to take it down. But eventually she did. Now she's actually looking to be middle. This is really ballsy like I was thinking. Look at that burst damage. I don't know what she was thinking at half health against the burst shotgun Morphling. Obviously pays for it. And now they're 2 middle with 4 dead. I think they could push this really easily.
Yeah, Doombringer's going to try and stop him, but they pick up the 1 tier 4 tower. He's just getting auto-attacked down. Look at all that damage coming out from the Morphling. He's going to waver over the top. Does he have the E-Blade up? No, not yet. 8 seconds left on that. GG, well played coming out from the Chaos Knight, but Storm Spirit doesn't want to hear that yet. He's trying to go in here on the Kunkka, who's been doing a great job here with that Blade Mail. It's going to ensure that Storm Spirit goes down. That Blade Mail has done a ton of work this game. Definitely the unsung hero of the Radiant team, being able to deal a ton of damage back to the Phantom Assassin, trying to kill him in the back.
Absolutely. A stun now going down. Doombringer, who is going to keep taking up here. Morphling actually bringing the strength now. Is it going to be enough to survive? Yes, it definitely is. Stardust still pursuing him, though. Realizes Kunkka is sitting on like 2 health. It turns around, finishes him off. Look at all the stunned units in middle. Who knows whose is what's. They're just going to all escape. Chaos Knight getting out of there now. Looking to finish up a BKB item-wise, but they're still pursuing. Started with another great stun on 2 heroes, but now there's a Doom going down on the Queen of Pain, but I don't think it's going to do enough damage. She was at almost full when that procced, so I think she's going to be just fine.
Yeah, we can still see the Dire now sitting at the death disadvantage yet again. 1 down for the Radiant and 3 down for the Dire, so there is definitely a chance here for the Radiant to be able to finish this out, especially when you consider that Leshrac here, full health, full mana. If he gets Edict onto the throne, that is going to surely be the end of the game.
Yeah, it looks like Chaos Knight is just pushing out the bottom now. He's almost finished up that game BKB like I was saying before. I'm sure he's going to buy the P and just send it out to him now. They're not afraid about buying back gold because they just have such a nice advantage at this point. I mean, it's only 1 lane down, though. Storm Spirit coming all the way in. Where's your mana, son? Why are you coming all in? He thinks that little bit of juke is going to be enough. Morphling's like, I don't think so, buddy. Going to try to do his burst damage, but great force stab by the Ancient Apparition. Doombringer now going in by himself, gets the kill on Queen of Pain, but now gets stunned up. Are they going to survive? The fight's still getting on, and Pipe pops off from Ancient Apparition. The auto attack damage proving to be a lot, though. Waveform comes through, going to get the kill from Morphling. Great stun by Leshrac, actually going to land on Doombringer. Is it going to be enough? He's still alive, so tanky. And Phantom Assassin buys the BKB, and that's going to be the end of all of that drama. Or is it? Here comes the Storm Spirit coming back in for more. This was surely a mistake, and he is going to fall. Please tell me it's over.
That's unfortunate to see him try and jump back in there to get that kill. But, you know, I mean, this Phantom Assassin, like you said, picks up the BKB, huge item, I think. And now she is essentially bought out, which is kind of good at this point in the game. She's going to want to definitely start saving up money for the buyback. She could also turn the Helm of the Dominator into the Satanic. That's certainly another option, but I think at this point I would definitely want to make sure I buy back gold.
For the Phantom?
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, but she's still really far off. 600, and she's been max level for the past about 13 minutes. So she has a super long death, and she would need a lot of gold. I don't remember exactly how much. I would say at least 1,000 more, though, in order to have enough for that buyback. And then you figure you lose gold when you die. So she's got to do a lot of farming to keep up. But still, I think that BKB is worth having, for sure, if she could use it properly and not get bursted down by that Morphling right before she gets to use it.
Yeah, it's going to cost her 1,900 gold to get back into the game. So, yeah, she's about 900 short of that, looking to farm up in the bottom lane. So once she gets to that, she'll be at least somewhat safe. The Radiant team now looking to try and push this middle lane again. I'm kind of wondering why they're not looking to go bottom. There isn't a tower there anymore, and they keep trying to go in on this middle, and they're not able to finish it. I would definitely be looking to take a second lane because that's definitely giving them, you know, a good, I would want to say, foothold into the Dire base, but it's not quite enough to keep them far back enough that they can really put pressure on other areas of the base.
Beautiful. Chaos Knight just picks up an illusion rune. I want to see the ult now. How many illusions can he have? That's the question at hand. Kunkka now doing 1,000 crits himself. Not too bad. They're looking to initiate, though, actually. Storm Spirit gets stunned, but it's only 2 seconds, so I don't... Oh, it's going to definitely be enough. Look at all the follow-up. Ultimate even goes off on no one. Big waste, but still they've already killed the Storm Spirit. Here comes the PA doing as much as he can. The Blacking Bar is used, doing tons of damage, but unfortunately hurting himself in the process, but does a ton of damage in the way out. It's going to be a 3-for-4 trade, unfortunately. Apparition is not going to be able to hold the fort down by herself. Himself. I don't know why I keep getting the sexes changed. Either way, it's now Morphling and Kunkka. Morphling being at full health. I don't think Ancient Apparition has it in him to defend this. I think it's game over.
Yeah, absolutely. It looks like the Ancient is going to go down here. GG's come out from the Dire, so it looks like they are going to surrender this game. The creep's pushing in, and there you go. A victory for the Radiant. Thank you guys very much for tuning in. Thanks you guys from Reddit for submitting your replays. We're going to hope to do this in the future as well. It's keep going over your plays, your replays, and have some fun with them. Thanks for tuning in. We will see you next time.